What you guys, got another video here for your Windows 11 finally gets a real Task Manager upgrade. Now, the original Task Manager that's inside Windows has never been that great, if I'm honest. Yes, it gives you display of the applications, background processes, services and startup apps. And yes, it is pretty functional. It will do pretty much what you need it to do, i.e. end a task and things like that, and view the CPU, memory, disk and Ethernet connections or Wi-Fi connections on your computer. You can look at app history and all that sort of stuff, but it's not as good as what it could be. Now, if we look at the actual graphs, they're not very detailed. They don't tell you what these spikes are doing, whether what is using your CPU or your RAM or your GPU or your network. Whereas another program called AppControl allows you to see which apps access your webcam, microphone, locations, and much, much more. And this is what we're going to be taking a look at. AppControl is a free application you can use which gives you a lot more control of your PC processes and applications. You can see it even tells you the temperatures. If you're worried about your PC running a bit hot, AppControl keeps track of your PC CPU and GPU temperatures historically. If you find your PC is overheating, you can go back in time and see what app was using the most hardware resources at that time. So it's quite a useful little application to have installed on your system. You can see some of the peaks there are peaked in red, and this will give you the temperatures of the actual process and what it's doing. So if you've got some sort of weird service in the background churning up all your system resources, you can monitor that with AppControl. So let's get AppControl installed on the PC and we can take a look at the actual application and see what it does. Now, of course, it's not going to replace Task Manager. You can use it in conjunction with your Task Manager, and this is it right here. Let me go full screen here and we can take a closer look. So taking a look at AppControl here, you can see we do have that nice little graph up the top here which tells you what is using all your system resources. At the moment, it's pretty idle, but it gives you a long list here which breaks it down, and it will tell you the temperature and the percentage of that usage of that process of what's using it. Now, if you've got some rogue process running in the background, you'll be able to track it and monitor it right here and go to that location and even kill that process as well. So you've got your little tabs down the bottom: activity, apps, alerts and events. So this is your apps. This will be all the applications, and this will give you the activities on here as well. And this gives you full control to kill, disable, and take a look at the events and app details of that particular app that you want to monitor. So you can go to the events right here and it will tell you exactly what that is. Pretty straightforward stuff. But it does give you more control than what your standard Task Manager does inside Windows. And you can check the events of all the processes that are running right here. As you can see, you get a long list of them and it gives you the date and the time of when this was happening, and it gives you the process and the event. So it will be, if it was high, it will be red and it will give you a high percentage, so you'd know that was the culprit. So it's quite easily to break down and find and troubleshoot problematic processes that are hogging up all your system resources. So let's go back to the main menu and look at the app section right here. This is where we're at, and again, straight away when we go to activity, it will take us back to this main page where we get this graph. Up the top left, we've got CPU, we've got your memory, you've got your disk, and you've also got your processes right here as well. So this breaks it all down nice and easily for you to understand. If you click on one of these processes, it will give you a full breakdown of that on the right-hand pane here. I can kill this, I can disable it, and it will give you a full report of what that actually is. And when I click on it right here, it will say disable. So I can disable Microsoft Edge. Now, this could be a piece of malware, or this could be a rogue process that is really sort of running rampant on your system and using up all your system resources. You can basically disable it from here and then even go to the actual location of that file by clicking on this, and it will take you to that location. And if this was the rogue process that was causing all the problem, you can investigate further by clicking on that program link right there. It tells you the amount of processes that are running. You can see 163 there. And again, you can click on these and take a closer look at them as well. So if we highlight and hover over that little graph there, it will give us more information. Now I'm only scratching the surface of this application, but if you go to AppControl's website here, it gives you a full breakdown of how you can actually use this to monitor your system a lot more efficiently than your standard task manager that is built into Windows. So you can head over there and take a close look at all the details, and it will break it all down, as you can see right here, what the app tab is, and it will explain exactly in detailed pictures to explain what you can actually do and what it's for. On the app section, you can actually do a search. There's a little search feature right here that allows you to search for certain applications or processes that you're looking for. And you can see we've got little drop down boxes right here as well. And this gives you the option for kill, disable, and so on. And in also the activity section right here, let me just quickly show this section right here. We can expand this right here and look at the timeline, and also you've got this right here for 5 minutes, 3 hours, 1 day, and so on, and get a full report of what's actually happening on that PC. By adjusting that slider there, it gives you historical resource monitoring, so it gives you a full blow for blow of what's actually happened on that system during that period. So also, like I said before, you've got this option right here which breaks it all down, and it tries to put it into plain English so you can understand exactly what it is and what it's actually doing down here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, what you think of AppControl. I would like to see a feature like Process Explorer has, where you can replace the Task Manager with Process Explorer, and I'd like to see that on here if we could just say use this instead of Task Manager. So when you right click and say Task Manager, AppControl opens up instead. But let me know your thoughts on this sort of application and whether it's something you would use. I'd be interested to read your comments. I hope you have a lovely weekend. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members, whether you're tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3. I really do appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the very next video. Bye for now.